Okay, so I'm covering this video kinda late, but I did like the premiere episode of Arrow Season 5, though I have issue with it. I think it's weak and falling into the formulaic method that Arrow tends to do. But the promo for the recruits perked my interest a bit. I watched it a couple times. I'm going to watch it with you guys right now, and then we'll discuss it because I think there's a lot that could happen with Season 5. I just hope it doesn't go slow. So let's watch this trailer right now. All right, one, two, three.
On the line. Ring that bell.
City just experienced the equivalent of a terrorist attack.
This would be a good time for you to test out new routines.
They're too green.
Some could say the same about you.
Okay, so it's essentially saying that Oliver is going to be testing the new recruits in this episode, which I like. I, for some reason, thought that maybe the next episode prior to viewing this trailer would focus a bit more on Wild Dog, and then this third episode would focus on Artemis, but it looks like they're all going to be grouped together, and Mr. Terrific is brought into this episode, but he will not get his costume until later in the season. So, the beginning of it is him clearly testing them because he needs to pull the team together. Now, one problem that I had with the premiere episode was he was so hesitant to establish the team, but the thing is, he needs his team. Diggle told him he needs a team. Even Felicity said you need a team. And without a team, the Team Arrow, or the Arrow, or the Green Arrow, whatever you want to call him, doesn't work. He works well, ironically, even though his personality does not blend with anyone at all. He needs people to help him. So I really think seeing Artemis, seeing Wild Dog, is essential for him. Now, in terms of what Mr. Terrific will be doing, I'm not sure. He's more along the lines of Felicity's skill set, which is technology-based as opposed to fighting-based. But I think he will get extremely well-trained in martial arts as the season progresses. Now, the other thing the trailer brought up was, Oliver said too green, and then Felicity said, right back at you. Now, that was just sheer humor to get people most likely to laugh. It kind of got me to chuckle a little bit because, hey, he's the Green Arrow, and, he's being, I guess, eco-friendly in his training to his new recruits as in not torturing them. Oliver was tortured on the NU and in other places throughout the previous 5 seasons. So I thought that was pretty funny. So I guess the whole purpose of this promo is to allow us to know we are going to see the new recruits in action and see how Oliver will be treating them. I'm curious how Thea would want to interact with them because she seems to be so distant from Team Arrow, but I feel like she would want to see essentially who will be replacing her. I think one problem I might have with Arrow Season 5, and the thing is I really like Arrow, I just felt, again, the premiere was weak. What I hope it doesn't happen is that it just gets too crowded. I feel that shows when you have too many main characters or even too many main characters and guest characters, stuff starts to fall apart. And I don't want Thea to fall apart or to fall off track in order to focus more on Mr. Terrific when Thea is such a strong character that I think the audience really wants to see. That's just a quick example that could come to mind. So I'm curious, do you think the show might be overcast? And of the new recruits, which one do you want to see the most? I'm actually excited to see this episode because I think the more characters Oliver has to essentially bounce off of, the better he'll be, as opposed to him being like, no, can't have a new recruit because, he needs them. Last thing, the trailer mentioned, the city essentially experiencing a terrorist attack. Star City has experienced, and I'm not making light of terrorist attacks at all, but Star City has experienced violent attacks with Merlin when he destroyed the Glades, with Damien Dark, and with even, with Slade. So the city is, I don't want to say the city is not, the city is experienced to these threats, and I think that there are precautions in place in order for them to essentially block it. And that precaution to block it is Oliver Queen, and he needs his team to help with that. So what do you guys have to say about this trailer for the recruits? I wonder if the CW will release an extended trailer like they did for Flash. I don't think so, because essentially this trailer has captured everything we need to know. Okay, so that's enough to talk about Arrow in this new trailer. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully the episode will be stronger than the premiere, and I'm curious what you guys have to say about the premiere and this episode, and this trailer. So I repeated myself a couple times. It's late. I'm tired. So thank you for watching, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.